we 99 on everything? My spurts have been so inconsistent. This game makes no sense sometimes. It really does not. Yeah, it really doesn't make sense. I can't make it up. Just making sure everybody has a race. Yeah, Crafty and It's a Ghost. I can technically retire at the same time. I'm a little worried though. I don't know who to necessarily retire first. It's a Ghost. I just want to retire. Well, I mean, technically, probably they both would be great to retire. I want to retire both, but then who am I replacing? Granted, we've had a lot of breeding done with our current stud, so it might just be time to kind of move on. That wouldn't always be the smartest decision, though. Granted that Desert Diver and Sedate Ruler are both still double S eval horses. Now, Western Tiger, only an S-Rank Taurus, but I think out of all of these, Western Tiger was definitely the best that we've had on this playthrough. I love Sedate Ruler. I love Desert Diver. We won with both of them a lot. I think Western Tiger overall, hence his cost being higher and everything, I think he overachieved as far as what he accomplished on track. I definitely think we won much more with him than these two. So, if anything, I would actually get rid of at least Desert Diver and Sedate Ruler. Pale Fear, again, I'm only keeping for experiment purposes. And let's actually look at our foals. We have quite a bit. We have 5 horses 2 years old and under just hanging out here in the pasture. We got a lot going on. So Honest Pegasus, 2-year-old from Western Tiger and Aunt B. Clear Pluto, 2-year-old filly from Sedate Ruler and Suave Buster. She should be really solid. And then the 1-year-olds, we have Crackle of Thunder or Crackle Thunder. We couldn't put the of Thunder. So I may unintentionally say Crackle of Thunder, which would have been its name anyways. From Desert Diver out of Aunt B. So should be another solid horse there with a lot of speed. We have Arctic Crop and Night Breeze. Free Aquarius. She should be solid. And then we have Western Tiger and another Suave Buster for a colt. So we have a lot going on here. Now the broodmares were fine, but the studs, I can't remember if I'm only allowed to have 4. I can't remember if I have room for 6. I can't recall. Pale Fear's foal should be born this year, I think. So I may only do a one and done with him and then retire him and then put either It's a Ghost or Crafty Gift here and then probably retire between Sedate Ruler and It's a Ghost. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to keep 2 grays, I guess, right? Just for the sake of it. I should technically replace Sedate Ruler with It's a Ghost. Because as much as I love Sedate Ruler and as great as he is, I mean, a number of the foals we've gotten from him, we haven't had much success with. And that's not at any detriment to him. I'm just saying it hasn't really worked out as well as I thought it was going to by using him. We've definitely gotten great horses, but we've lost a number of those horses, and some of them just didn't really achieve as much as I thought they should have. So, you know, it's not to say that somebody else could retire Sedate Ruler and have great success. Obviously, you know, we all play the game different, and things happen for us differently in these games. Another race of Violet Deanna, like, we just keep giving us more races with her. I mean, she can really run back to back to back, but yeah, Sedate Ruler's foals haven't been as great as I thought they would be. I would say probably Desert Divers have been better than Sedate Rulers for the most part. And then Western Tiger, we haven't really done a bunch, but obviously a lot of the foals we just looked at now are from Western Tiger. I think 3 of them are from him. 2 for sure. I think 3 though. So with that being said, yeah, I think Sedate Ruler I feel like we've done a lot of breeding with Sedate Ruler. You know, for whatever reason, it just hasn't worked out as great as I was hoping. But that can still technically live on through It's a Ghost, you know what I mean? And maybe we'll actually get better foals out of It's a Ghost for some reason, you know? So I think I will definitely replace Sedate Ruler with his son, It's a Ghost. And then Pale Fear will be replaced by Crafty Gift. And then we'll still hold on to Desert Diver and Western Tiger for a bit more. Because why not? So that's what I'll do. And that'll probably happen in the next episode. Probably for both of them. It depends. We're running out of a lot of stamina already. I forgot we're not. Alright, tripping. I'm thinking I'm on a horse that's supposed to win the race. We're not even supposed to win this race. I'm like, oh, we're running out of stamina. Thinking like, oh no, this is not going to be good. Like, I could fall to last place and it doesn't matter. We're still going to hit our goal. And, yeah, we will actually finish last here. I didn't manage her stamina properly, but who cares? Because she was the long shot, it's still goal reached. It's still goal reached. Yeah, mismanaged stamina. It's probably the theme of the last 2 episodes. Mismanaged stamina. And that has led to the D-ranked spurts. The only grades I'm getting for my spurts are either double S's or D's. Realize how crazy that is? I'm either, according to the game, timing the spurts correctly, or I'm just so far off I'm not even playing the same game. That's basically the grades I've been getting. You're either right on the money or you're so far off you can't be playing the same game. That's just inconsistency. That means I know what I'm doing, but then I also kind of forget what to do sometimes, for whatever reason. Ping gemstones up. The last race of this video. 9 furlongs on Zatif in this grade 3 for the Golden Gate States here in cloudy San Francisco. And we're 4th in the market, 4th favorite, which means, well, we should try not to finish outside of the top 5. Ideally, it means I would like to win, but that didn't happen last time. Close, but it didn't happen. So, let's see how this goes for her. Almost a perfect start. Great. And she wants to go to the front, so let's just send her to the front and just hope that we can kind of get her tucked in behind one of the leaders so she can kind of manage her stamina. Because I realize I also haven't been managing my horse's stamina the best throughout the duration of the race. I know I've been running them a little bit higher than they probably should be. Yeah, there was times where they weren't running fast enough. I mean, I'm fine with that. I'd rather them be a little anxious about that than not just having enough stamina at the end of the race to make, you know, to finish strong. I'd much rather them be a little bit upset in the moment about not running that fast. Because you can always still win and make up from that, but once you kind of mismanage the stamina, like, that's it. You can't really recover from that, even with the revolution. You know what I mean? So, alright, let's see what this girl can do, man. We've been so consistent with her, so we can continue this streak of consistentness. Consistency. Consistentness is not a word. There's another word with ness at the end of it. I don't know what I was going for, but yeah. Oh, that's funny, isn't it? No revolution. Grit. She does unlock that grit ability quite a bit. She really does. She's still fighting. She's still fighting. Still fighting. I don't think it's going to be 3rd. Yeah, it's definitely not going to be 3rd. Ah, that was close, man. Nope, don't celebrate, you moron. That's a little bit of a bummer. Yeah, that should have... Yeah. I may have started that a tad bit late. I'm sure I did. Just one of those days. That's all I can chalk it up to, man. Just one of those days. Just gonna get everybody back in a race here, and it's a Ghost and Crafty. You know what? They're both up. I actually, like I said, this is just gonna be a longer episode. No, she's not gonna be ready to run again for a while, so that probably works out best for us. Run her here. Yeah, Crafty Gift and Violet. I mean, excuse me, and It's a Ghost are both up today. If, depending on It's a Ghost does, I will actually, you know, regardless, after this race, I'll just retire. I'm not even going to play around with it. Like I said, yeah, you know, he kind of underachieved, but it's fine. I don't want to continue to try to prove a point with him and then end up losing him because of one, you know, slightly bad result. You know, like, we could have a goal of top 2 when we finish 3rd, and the game will take him away from us. I would probably rather not do that and not risk that, because it's happened to me too much in this game. It's happened to me too much, so I shouldn't take the chance. So after that, after this G1, not this one, but the grade 1 that's coming up next, I'll just retire It's a Ghost. I shouldn't be foolish enough to risk him. But the favorite here with Crafty Gift, as we should be, it's a drop in class to a grade 2, and yeah, we should win this without much issue. Winner place. Give us a little bit of flexibility with the place, though, so that's always nice. But yeah, we should definitely win this race without much of an issue. And then It's a Ghost. We'll make it its final one. Crafty, I think I can still race for a bit more, to be honest. He'd probably be the smarter one to still race. He's hot off of a fresh Horse of the Year award. He can still go. I could still probably run him in G1s even. I just would rather not. Just because that to me, that's just going to be a little bit more pressure, especially since I can retire him now. I just don't want to put him in a race or a position for the sake of doing it, and then we just kind of have one of those unfortunate results, and then we lose him. Like, it's happened to me too much. I can't take that risk anymore. Not really. Not with horses I want to use for breeding. Of course, I don't care when it comes to horses I'm not using for breeding, but if I'm going to use any horses for breeding, I can't take the risk of the game taking the horse away from me. So I do have to be smart about when I retire a horse and when I don't. Because for whatever reason, my luck is just that my horses get taken away from me, even if I only have one bad race with them. I don't think that happens to other people that play this game as often as it does with me. So for whatever reason, that's my luck, and I just can't afford to take that chance. You know, I really can't. So that's why, like I said, certain horses I'm just like, yeah, I could continue racing them. I could race them in a higher class, but it's like, it's not going to be worth it. If I had that one bad result, it will not be worth it. And I've kicked myself saying I should have just retired the horse when I had the chance. I don't want to go back to that. I feel like I had a really bad tendency of doing that. Don't want that to happen anymore. So yeah, we're not going to take anything for granted. That's for sure. Let's see this boy fly, eh? Let's see him fly. Didn't have to put him under the whip yet. Now we do. It's getting close, but he's going to get there. He's going to get there. I think he's going to get there. No, I started too late. Wow. I'm an idiot. I don't even want to upload these videos, to be honest with you. I'm actually an idiot. This is like the time where my spurt rating in this game was really bad, and it was like 10 points behind my other ratings. This is reminding me of that time. And it seems to only be happening with the grade 1 horses. It's not happening with any of my other horses. Like, I'm just not hitting it on the nail today. Okay, 7th favorite here. 7th in the market with It's a Ghost. So let's just try not to mess that up. Ugh. Yeah, just not my day. That's all I can say. Because I've won races, I've won in those situations. Today is just not my day, I guess, for some of the opportunities that we have had. Yeah, it's a bummer. What's amazing, though, is that Sedate Ruler still has a lot of records. In fact, out of all the horses that we've played with through this series, he still, by far, he has the most records on current tracks now. So it's like, wow. I know he doesn't seem that fast, but clearly he was really fast. It just probably seems so effortless because it was so easy with him. It is so easy with him. But man, oh man. Trust me, I hold myself to very high standards, even if I'm just playing something for fun. Don't think I'm okay with the results I've been having, and just it's been my spurt. Clearly, my timing has just been off for whatever reason. I can't tell you why. Like, that happens. Like I said, it even happens when I'm racing on my sim, you know, with my wheel and pedal setup. Sometimes my timing on certain days is just not there. So fortunately, I'm not a professional racing driver in any way. If I was, I'd have to be more consistent, or that would put me out of a job. Eventually. Now, I have been using the whip a lot too. I know that obviously that will be draining the horse's stamina, so I have to be more mindful of that. It's a Ghost, though. He's digging in. He's still digging in. Still digging in. think it's going to be a solid second place finish unless we can clap back at the leader. But wow, that's a great effort from It's a Ghost. That's a great effort, because we could have almost won that race. We were so close. So close, man. That was a good spurt. You see, it's just, today is just an inconsistent day for me. That's all we can really chalk it up to, because I literally had, what, D's and B's before. I just got an S there, and we finished second. We were supposed to finish seventh. That's what I mean. Like, I know what I'm doing. It's just, sometimes the feel is just not there. The feel from my hands to the fingers to the controller. Sometimes it's just not meshing. Oh, I forgot breeding season. More foals are born, people. Like, we just... Yeah. Critical Gamma. A filly. 2 girls this year. Awesome. 2 gals. I don't think we've ever had a year where we've had 2 fillies be born instead of a filly and a colt, or 2 colts. So Critical Gamma comes from Sedate Ruler out of Aunt B. And Pale Reef from Arctic Crop and Suave Buster. So... with this being said, let's go to the names and let's see who is going to be named here today. Fillies. I'm looking for filly names. Dark textured filly, black minx. She's not like Great Bolero as far as her looks, but she's close. Black minx. I don't know if that would work for her. It probably wouldn't. I'm trying to see what else you guys got on here. Filly. Oh, you know what? Abigail. Finally, we can use Chasing Hearts. I've been wanting to use that name for the longest. I like this horse for Chasing Hearts. I really do. I like her look for it. So this will be Chasing Hearts. Finally, we have 2 fillies born. Yes, bring... That's what we've needed, man. We've had so many of, you know, the great studs and everything, but like fillies for broodmares, like fillies to mare to broodmares. Like, we haven't had that. Very little success with that. Like, it's like when I began this playthrough is when we had the most success. And then ever since that point, it's just kind of been just this long, dry spell. You know? Like, Aunt B technically is still the closest horse that we have to Golden Monster or Scabat. Those are the only filly to mares, I'm just going to call them mares, that we've had throughout my entire playthrough on YouTube here that have been great. Outside of them, it's been nothing. So that's why I'm so you know, really just hyper focused on trying to keep fillies and get really good ones, so we can finally start to have more successful dominating broodmares. Now this horse, another filly. Let's see, Chasing Hearts is done. Let's see. Let's do Voodoo for her. I don't know who suggested that. Whoever did. I think she totally gives me the Voodoo vibe. I love it. How's it wearing a collar? Oh, that was only for a colt, though. You see, I like Voodoo for a filly. I think it could work for a colt, too. I really like it for a filly, though, but it is for a colt, as I see. Faded Sea. I don't know why it was like that. Diamond Eye, Mirror Jewel, she's tempting. Frosty Crescent, she's tempting. Honeybee, Fiery Dancer. Let's do Fiery Dancer, because I have an idea on how I want her to look with that name. Now, that is a name for a filly. Fiery Dancer, I like it. Alright. So excited, man. I'm always excited. It's just like, am I going to keep my horses? I lost Tiger's Eye. You know what I mean? He was an original. I marked out over him the same way as I am these gals, and I lost him. So, yeah, it sucks sometimes. You get so excited, and then you end up losing. You know, in my case, I end up losing the horse sometimes. But Fiery Dancer and Chasing Hearts, look at those gals. Cannot wait. Awesome stuff. So Crackle Thunder, 4-star, as he should be, from Desert Diver out of MB. Others are 3-star. That's fine. So, do we have another race? We do, but who? Okay, Onyx Prince and King B. Okay, no more races. Crafty Gift. No, did I do bad with... No, yeah, I did bad with him. I should retire him now. I really should. I wouldn't want to tarnish his career, because he was supposed to finish first. We finished third. just breeding is here, right? No, breeding doesn't start till April because ideally, well, here's what I'm going to do because I don't want the AI putting him in some obnoxious race. I'll register a race with him, and then once it's April, I'm just going to retire him. Like, we won't actually race him. I just want to make sure I have him in something because the AI can be really weird. So we'll register him for a race in April. We're not going to race him in that race. I'm just going to retire him now. It's a ghost. I could also retire now off of that result. I kind of still feel like It's a Ghost could still run. But, I mean, look at him. Look at his stats. He's only won 1 G1. Now, granted, I think he's clearly past the point now of really winning grade 1s. We could try, but I don't think it's worth it. Because if we lose, then we might lose him forever. I still think he'll be a good horse to breed with. So, I should really just retire him now. I'm going to retire It's a Ghost now, and he will replace his father, Sedate Ruler. We've had a lot of foals from Sedate Ruler. I'm kind of over it at this point. And he served well for the horses that have turned out decent. So, It's a Ghost is gone. Crafty Gift we will retire after I have a chance to breed with Pale Fear, because I still haven't gotten the opportunity to use him yet for breeding. So, I'm only going to use him once. So I'll use him, and then I'm pretty sure I'll be able to... Well, now I think about it, we may have to still race with Crafty Gift one more time. It depends how soon I can replace Pale Fear. I really just want to get one horse out of Pale Fear, just for fun and curiosity's sakes, and then I could just retire him. I think once the broodmare is conceived, then I can get rid of Crafty Gift, which I should be able to after breeding is over. That's what we'll do in the next episode. But that'll do it for today. Appreciate you guys' love and support on the channel. Yeah, not great day. We've had it was very inconsistent. I mean, clearly, like, my spurt rating for most of the day was either D or double S or S. You know what I mean? Such a huge gap. So that clearly is just a consistency thing, and for whatever reason, I just wasn't very consistent here today. It happens. But we'll do better next time, I surely hope, and we'll bounce back. That'll do it, though. Until next time, Horse Racing Gamer signing out. We have a great and fantastic day. I'll see you, and goodbye.